Okay, the first thing I want to do in simplifying these when you have binomials on the bottom or even trinomials is put them in parentheses. Now I need an LCD. So my LCD is one of each family that's in the denominator. So I have a u minus 5. I have a u plus 5. Now this is a difference of two squares. So it factors to u plus 5 times u minus 5, but I've already listed those for my LCD, so you don't list them again. You only list each family one time. So once you do that, then you put that with each term. The LCD goes with each term like this. U minus 5 times u plus 5, u minus 5 times u plus 5. Okay. With fractions, if it's on the top and the bottom, the same thing, it cancels. So u minus 5 cancels with u minus 5. So I have 1 times u is 1u, and 1 times 5, I'm just distributing the one that's left over. 1 times 5 is 5. Now I'm going to go to the next term. This negative is going to go up top with that 4. So u plus 5 cancels with u plus 5. Negative 4 times u is negative 4u. Negative 4 times negative 5 is a positive 20. Then I have an equal sign. U minus 5 cancels with u minus 5. U plus 5 cancels with u plus 5. So that's just a 4 left there. Okay, so putting my u's in front of the equal sign together. 1 take away 4. I have negative 3u. And then 5 plus 20 is plus 25 equals 4. I need to get the u by itself. So I am going to subtract 25 from both sides. Negative 3u, opposites cancel, equals 4 take away 25 is negative 21. Divide both sides by negative 3. Top cancels with bottom. Negative on the top cancels with the negative on the bottom. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Go back up to your original equation and see if 7 is going to make a denominator equal 0. It does not. Because 7 take away 5 is 2, 7 plus 5 is 12, and since that didn't make it 0, neither will these, because they're the same thing. So 7 is the answer. Okay, so on the next one, I've got u minus 5. I have u squared minus 25 that simplifies to be u plus 5. Go ahead and factor those out. Oops, sorry, minus 5. Difference of two squares has to be one positive, the other negative. And then u plus 5. So my LCD is one of each thing in the denominator. So I've got a family of u minus 5. And I have a family of u plus 5. I've already listed u minus 5, and I've already listed u plus 5. So that LCD goes with each term. So u minus 5 times u plus 5, u minus 5 times u plus 5, and u minus 5 times u plus 5. Now before I get into this, let's talk about your LCD. If you do the opposite of negative 5 is positive 5, or the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. You do the opposite of your LCD. If I get one of these answers, they cannot be possible because it would make your denominator equal 0. They're called excluded values. So I always, after I solve it, I want to see if I get one of those, because if I get one of those, I have to cross it out. It's not part of the solution. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but just in case. So u minus 5 cancels with u minus 5. So 3 times u is 3u. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus sign. U plus 5 cancels with u plus 5. U minus 5 cancels with u minus 5. So that's a positive 2 there. Equals u plus 5 cancels with u plus 5. 1 times u is 1u. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. So I can put those together. 3u, 15 plus 2 is 17, equals 1u minus 5. So I'm going to get my u's together by subtracting 1u. So I get 2u plus 17 equals opposites cancel, negative 5. I'm going to subtract 17 from both sides. So 2u opposites cancel equals a total of 22 negatives. Divide both sides by 2. U equals negative 11. And because I didn't get 5 or negative 5, I'm okay. So negative 11. Okay, this next one, this trinomial, I'm going to factor it by making 2 sets of parentheses, split up my u's. First sign comes down, last sign is a positive, so that means same. If it's positive, it's the same sign, negative is different. So this is a positive, means the same sign you used. So I used a negative here, I'm going to use a negative here. I'm going to work backwards. The factors of 24 that when I add them equal 10 are 6 times 4, and you want to always do the biggest one first, so 6 first. So that is factored. So this one doesn't factor, and neither does this. So my LCD is one of each of those families. So I have a family of u minus 6, a family of u minus 4, and I already have that listed. So I put the LCD with each term, u minus 6 times u minus 4, u minus 6 times u minus 4, u minus 6 times u minus 4. Excuse me, sorry. My excluded values, the opposite of negative 6 is positive 6, or the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. So when I get my final answer, if I get one of those, then those can't be part of the answer. So let me work with this. U minus 6 cancels with U minus 6. U minus 4 cancels with U minus 4. So that's just a 2 left there. Let's come over here and do it. 2 equals, U minus 6 cancels with U minus 6. 1 times U is 1U. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. U minus 4 cancels with U minus 4. 3 times U is 3U. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. So 2 equals 1 plus 3, 4u. A negative 4 and a negative 18 is a negative 22. I'm going to add 22 to both sides. So I get 24 equals 4u. Divide both sides by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Top cancels with bottom, u. Okay, here's the situation. We have a 6 here, but we said that we cannot have a 6 as an answer because it makes one of your LCDs equal to 0, and you can't do that. 6 take away 6 is 0. So since that answer is gone and we don't have any answers left, the final answer is going to be no solution. Sorry, that's not 2 words there. My pen slipped. Let me fix that. So you always have to check your answer against your excluded values to see if it is an excluded value, because if it is, you cannot include it in the answer.